Hey! Welcome to another Just the Face review. It's me, Zhylaw. Today, I'm reviewing Dead Space, the first one. Dead Space, like you haven't played it already, whatever, like you don't know what it is. But Dead Space is a fantastic game that once again proves you can have a scary game where you can also shoot. And be able to kill things, and that a shooter and horror don't necessarily conflict with each other. Dead Space is an over the shoulder shooter, and it's a bit older, but it also still looks great and it's fantastic. Uh, the story is. I always struggle with stories without spoiling. You're a dude, you're a space repairman. You're a space repairman in space. It's the future with spaceships. And you got sent to repair the giant mining ship called the Ishimura. But you were volunteered for this mission because your girlfriend's on that ship. You want to make sure she's okay. So you go, it's like a repair ship. It's a small. Your ship is very small, just a handful of people because you're repair dudes. And you get to the ship, things go terribly wrong, and there's some scary shit. I mean, scary strawberries going down. It's very scary, immersive, great atmosphere, great sound, good music, great voice acting, some plot twists and surprises, and some double crosses and triple crosses. And there's questions of who's crazy, and is it sort of crazy, and maybe you're crazy, but it's like crazy, but different kinds of crazy. I also like Dead Space because it has a lot of RPG-ness in it. Some people complain these days by every game is like an RPG. I say keep it coming. And Dead Space was, definitely a game that added some RPG stuff, and for the better. In Dead Space, you can upgrade your armor and your weapons. And there are these little, like almost power crystals. That's like a currency you use for upgrades, but you also use them to unlock like secret treasure troves, and you gotta like decide whether to save them or use them. Uh, and there's different directions you could go down with your specialization, and having to make choices, not just a linear, straightforward upgrade path, but having to choose a particular direction you want to go, definitely to me is the hallmark of an RPG. And the game's a good length. It does drag a little bit at like the 70% mark, though the final section, of course, picks up speed again. And they use the "oh no, something's broken, you got to go fix it" trope so many times that it became a meme after the game came out, and it is kind of ridiculous in the game how nothing goes right, everything you need to fix, and how nobody else in the game, because the other characters, do anything useful or apparently can fix anything themselves. But that's like nitpicking. The controls, you feel a bit slow, almost like tank controls, but not quite. Some people didn't like that, but I think that's a good compromise because if you're too fast and agile, it's harder to get scared. And I felt the controls overall were still tight and they accomplished the purpose. Dead Space also had a very cool feature where you push a button and you see a little light ray point to where you're supposed to go next to do your quest, the main storyline, so you can't really get lost, just lost. And I actually like that. People complain about hand holding in modern games all the time, but I think that getting lost and wandering in circles is stupid, and there's nothing wrong with the game giving you a general idea of what direction you're supposed to go to accomplish things. It's not going to tell you what to do when you get there. It doesn't mean you help you win the fights, but it just, points you in the right direction. So you don't even know. If you're in a spot you're not supposed to be in, you don't backtrack and waste your time. I hate games that don't respect your time. So yeah, Dead Space. If you have any respect or enjoyment for science fiction, for a good shooter, and for horror, I mean, you have to play Dead Space. It's just fantastic. I can't recommend it enough. Probably my favorite horror game, if I could call it horror, and I think it's worthy of being horror. I would say is Dead Space. Or other runner-ups probably would be, Fear. I've talked about how much I like the original Fear, and I don't know, but because I'm not really a horror person in general, but Dead Space is great, and you should get it. It's on sale all the time if you haven't played it already. Like every big sale, it's on sale. You can get like the Dead Space pack on Steam for like I don't know, both the Dead Space 1 and 2 together for $4, $5. So yeah, Dead Space, fantastic. The only way I would say you shouldn't play it is if you just hate being scared, because it does get scary, and or you just can't stand shooters. But otherwise, must check it out. Fantastic, Dead Space. This has been a Just a Face review. Till next time.